this the beginning of a massive short squeeze for Wheeler? And will this be a multi-day rally heading into the upcoming week? Or is this a ticker which has already ran its victory lap? You should be cutting your losses and walking away from. What's up, friends? Today, let's see Wheeler under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a cast breakdown, the what, some stock analysis, the where, telling us where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and now let's get to work. So when it comes to Wheeler, guys, this is a ticker which is already up approximately 97%. So the first thing which we want to analyze is going to be what the hell's going on, right? Like, why is it up to begin with, right? Why is it running? Because if we can figure out the why, then we can anticipate and understand the longevity of this move and whether or not the stock deserves to be up so much to begin with, right? So let's get to work. So when it comes to the why, guys, the why is pretty simple. The company did have earnings today. Let's go over here and let's head over to the earnings and let's read exactly what happened. So they brought in approximately revenue of 23.82 million during the quarter, which was a 3.9% drop from the let's just say 5 million reported in the third quarter of 2024. The company attributed this drop to a $1.9 million decline in the rental revenues of 10 reimbursement. So not very good, okay? Not very good. And, we obviously got some, this is what the CEO said. Wheeler's third quarter results reflect the company's disciplined portfolio management. Okay, what the hell's going on here? All right, perfect. I just made that full screen. Wonderful. Don't you love it? Don't you love it when a pop-up gets the best of you, right? Which was, okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for what the CEO said. He said, company's disciplined portfolio management, active capital market transaction, and a focus on leasing and operational efficiency. Same property NOI growth of 4.2% reflects the company's long-term objective to look beyond just the ABR growth and mitigate the impact of raising operating costs through improved tenant reimbursement structures. The company's ability to execute, okay, I will not make the same mistake. Oh, there we go. The company's ability to execute strategic dispositions, manage leverage, and drive rent growth positions us to navigate ongoing market challenges and pursue value creation for shareholders of both Wheeler and CEDAR, okay, which is the subsidiary. Now, the reality is, guys, these earnings were not good, all right? So why now some people might say, oh, Sam, well, following you, like they were not good, okay? I don't care what you have to say, all right? It says stock rocket after the deal risk that the rate announced its earnings. The company reported diluted earnings per share of 83 cents negative, which was a massive improvement from a $14 per share reported in the same period of the year prior. So, in a way, I do guess that their earnings per share was really good, right, compared to last year. So at the end of the day, though, you guys got to understand that the float has been shrinking, right? The float has been shrinking. They just had a reverse split. Like there's a lot of moving pieces that goes into, this whole earnings per share thing that everyone's talking about, right? And why is the float shrinking, right? Let's talk about why is the float shrinking. Well, the float is shrinking because the company has had multiple reverse splits, man. Multiple reverse splits over this freaking 1 year period, right? If you go to January 2025, right? Let's just go December 2025, right? Or December 2024. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had 5 reverse splits, my friends. 5 reverse splits, right? So the share count has significantly been decreased, right? And look, does that make sense? Does it justify this room to the upside that, hey, look, we have less shares and we're still bringing in this much money, Yes, it does, but you got to understand that it's not necessarily because the company's growing at such an insane rate. It's more because the share count has been decreasing, right? And you kind of got to look at this and understand what really Wheeler is, right? And I've told you guys this before when it comes to Wheeler. Wheeler is one of those tickers, man, which every now and then rips to the upside, but sooner than later, it disappoints its holders, right? So I would not want to be a holder of Wheeler right now. I would not want to be a holder of Wheeler. I think that, everyone's excited about what happened with SMX, right? And everyone thinks that the next stock is going to be Wheeler, right? But the reality is that TGL is really that guy, okay? TGL is really that guy, right? And I think that if you take a look at its, price volatility, we did take some trades on it today in our own community, right? And it's been killing it. It looks like heading into an upcoming week, it's going to be a real contender as to what SMX did this week. But Wheeler, on the other hand, it doesn't look good, man. And I'll tell you guys another reason why it doesn't look so good is because of Wheeler's dilution history, right? I mean, when you take a look at this overhead supply, right, they just have so many convertible notes that, you know, these guys are ready to dilute. They're ready to add into the broader market. They're ready to add into the supply of the stickers. So I'm not a fan of Wheeler, guys. And, you know, again, it's just what I think. Wheeler can go to fucking $50. It's what you can do with your money, right? But for me, I'm not a big fan. And the highest I really see it going would potentially be a retest of this, you know, 680 level-ish, right? 660, 670, 680-ish levels, right? I don't see it getting above these levels, right? I don't know, you know, it is trying to break above this VWAP over here in the after hours, but it's hard, man. It's really hard for it to be able to break it because it also has such a negative reputation with these freaking pumps and dumps and pumps and dumps and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs, which is like, hey, you know, statistically speaking, what's more likely for it to continue ripping to the upside from earnings, from good earnings? And remember, right, good earnings they're like a B tier catalyst. That's really what they are. They're not S tier at all, right? They're not S tier. They're barely even A tier. It's like somewhere between A to B tier, depending on how great the company does, right? And seeing their net revenue dropping, I mean, that doesn't make it A tier at all. So for me, it's a no-go. For me, remember, right? It's just what I think. So next week, where do I see Wheeler going? Next week, I see Wheeler probably trading all the way back down to this $5 level. Now, a dip down to $5, okay, I would, playing this dip down to $5 to potentially something like, you know, 525-ish or even 560-ish, 550-ish would be a good trade. 5 to 7% gains, nothing major, right? Lock in my profits and walk home, right? But when I take a look at this, you know, when I take a look at this stock, I'm not a big fan. I'm really not a big fan, okay? Now, listen, I trade almost every single day. If you guys want to join our community, check it out, okay? Right now, we have the biggest sale ever. We give you day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, Q&A, mentor Q&A, you name it, we got it. And we've been crushing it, man, day in, day out. I mean, you know, we've been literally crushing. This is what alerts look like. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. So every share size, which we tell you guys, is in a 10K account, okay, in a $10,000 account. So if we say 200 shares in a 10K account, that means if you have a 50K account, you buy this times 5. Simple and easy. And we've been crushing it, man. Literally today, Astrid brought in 34,000 pounds, 34,000 British pounds, GBP over here. It says, today I want to share my profit as a member of this group. I'm very amazed by the service of these people. So good. I appreciate their work, like These are the other mentors along with myself. I want to say thank you. You know, I'm not going to read all that, but give it a shot. PLRZ killer, YYAI killer. Today, elite trader all he says, cheers Sam, and patience is key, more to come, $313. And then we have Eugene bringing $39. So, you know, we have big wins, we have small wins. People with all sorts of portfolios are in the community. And, you know, Kyle says last few weeks have been super fun. Had a holiday break and literally spent most of the time with you guys. Appreciate all the mentors take their trade with us. Each one has their own advice, which is good, and sometimes it's very easy to get carried away on here. But honestly, I've had way more fun trading with you guys than alone, and really enjoy each day with this group. I appreciate you, man. $3,000 the past 5 days. Wonderful, man. Again, small wins, $27 from Heather. Matt says, my bags are full this week. Thanks for the assist. This is yesterday, 2,300. They've been crushing it. Weepo, man, this is a couple days ago on Wednesday. He says, 7 trial days, down 7 to go. Open it. Also, one more thing. Our community comes with a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. I forgot to say that maybe. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount, okay? Doesn't get any better than that. 7 trial days, down 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord alerts, and if this keeps up, I want to become a paid member. Thank you. He brought in about, I think, 6,000 or 8,000. I can't tell what that number is, but he's been crushing it, man. Thank you, Sammy boy, and the great trades that are last 5 days. Amazing, man. God bless. You know, I'm so grateful for what we've built here, man. I'm so honestly grateful for what we built here. I'm not gonna read you guys all of these, but maybe pause it and read these because, you know, they will kind of motivate you guys to at least try the 14 days free trial. Again, we're the only community that does 14 days free trial and 30 days money back guarantee. You know, a lot of these guys offer you a free trial because they want you to forget about it and then your card gets charged. And they're like, ha, gotcha. That's not how we operate. We want you to actually join for free. Your card doesn't get charged or anything like that. If you see results, you stick around. If you don't see results, you pack your bags and leave and never ever come back again. That's our goal. That's what we want. And we know we can get you results. That's why we have 400 plus members coming back month after month. Right? So give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description. I look forward to meeting you guys in Top Tree Academy. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam.